In Japan, there are people who live to be 110 years old without needing a single pill. They walk every day, cook their own meals, read books, and laugh heartily with their neighbors. Can you believe that? No supplements, no gym memberships, yet they live astonishingly long and incredibly healthy lives. So, where does the secret lie? It's right there, in the way they eat, the way they live, and even in the way they don't eat. If you've ever wondered why your energy isn't as abundant as before, why you feel easily tired, have trouble sleeping, or just feel run down for no clear reason, you might find the answer in today's video. In Japan, the country with the highest longevity rate in the world, these secrets aren't hidden in laboratories or hospitals, but in simple, everyday habits that anyone can adopt. Figures like Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi, a Nobel laureate in medicine, or Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who worked and wrote books until the age of 105, dedicated their lives to research and served as living proof of sustainable health. And the wonderful thing is, you don't need to completely overhaul your life to start. Just begin with your first meal, a small glass of water in the morning, or simply learning to stop when you've had just enough. So, today we'll explore these secrets together, step by step, with a light heart and a sense of inspiration, because you deserve to live a healthy, joyful, and long life alongside your loved ones. Let's start with a concept that sounds complex, but is closer than you think: autophagy, also known as self-eating. Did you know that your body has an incredibly intelligent, silent, self-healing, and self-cleansing system working every single day? Imagine your body as a house. After a while, broken items and dust begin to accumulate. If you don't clean regularly, the house will quickly deteriorate. Our bodies are the same. Every day, millions of cells age and become damaged, and if they aren't collected and recycled, our health declines, making us more vulnerable to illness. Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi, the Japanese scientist who won the Nobel Prize in medicine, discovered this mechanism of self-autophagy. He emphasized that autophagy is most active when the body is resting, especially during periods when you are not eating. In other words, scientific fasting is the key to activating the body's self-repair process. Therefore, the first habit you should try is intermittent fasting. You might be thinking, "Oh no, I can't stand starving." But don't worry, we're not talking about fasting all day. Most elderly people in Japan unknowingly practice intermittent fasting without even knowing the academic name. They often eat dinner early, go to bed early, and eat breakfast late, creating a natural fasting window of 12 to 16 hours every day. Dr. Takayuki Teruya, a metabolism research expert, noted that fasting not only aids weight loss, but also activates anti-aging mechanisms, boosts antioxidants, improves cellular function, and may even prevent many chronic diseases. Specifically, when you allow your stomach to rest, the body begins to use energy for cell repair, cleansing, and regeneration, instead of solely focusing on digesting food. This is when autophagy is most powerful. So, something as simple as eating dinner at 6 p.m. and having breakfast at 8 a.m. the next day creates a fantastic, natural cleansing cycle for the body. And that's not all. A second longevity habit, widely practiced by the people of Okinawa, the region famous for having the highest ratio of centenarians in the world, is to only eat until you feel 80% full, known as hara hachibu. Try to recall the times you've overeaten. The feeling of bloating, fatigue, and even difficulty sleeping, right? Conversely, if you stop when you're just satisfied, the body not only digests more easily, but also reduces metabolic stress, limits excess fat accumulation, and gently and naturally stimulates autophagy. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who lived to 105 and remained active in teaching and writing until the end of his life, always advised people, don't eat too much, live lightly. He also maintained a very active lifestyle, walking daily, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, and keeping his spirit cheerful, curious, and optimistic. As you can see, with just 2 small changes: eating a little less and eating at the right time. Your body has already begun a self-healing journey. So, we have become familiar with the first 2 secrets on the Japanese longevity journey: intermittent fasting and hara hachibu, simple habits that anyone can adopt. Now, let's continue this journey together and discover more incredible dietary secrets from Japan's leading longevity doctors. Now, you know that the body can self-heal and regenerate cells if we create the right conditions for it to rest and work more efficiently. But besides when to eat and how much to eat, as we discussed earlier, another crucial question is what to eat for the body to be truly healthy and self-purify every day. And this brings us to a third habit, which sounds simple, but is incredibly subtle in Japanese culture. Start the day with a light, liquid breakfast. Dr. Yumi Ishihara, who served as the private physician to the Japanese Prime Minister, adopted a very specific diet. In the morning, he didn't eat bread, eggs, or cold cuts like many in the West. Instead, he chose fresh carrot or apple juice, accompanied by a cup of black tea with dark brown sugar and ginger. The miracle is that with just a glass of juice, he could begin a day full of energy. Do you know why this way of eating is so beneficial? Because it is gentle on the digestive system and provides a large amount of beneficial nutrients for the liver, skin, eyes, and immune system. Carrots contain beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that helps cleanse the liver and soothe the stomach. Apples are rich in pectin fiber, which aids digestion and lowers cholesterol. Instead of abruptly loading the system with a large amount of solid food in the morning, when the digestive system is still waking up, this method allows the body to easily absorb nutrients without being overloaded, maintaining stable energy throughout the morning. A small tip from Dr. Ishihara: sip slowly. Only half a glass first, then wait about 10 to 20 minutes before eating anything else if necessary. This helps the body adapt and absorb better, while avoiding a sudden spike in blood sugar, a common concern for older adults. If you feel the juice isn't enough to sustain you, you can add a tablespoon of olive oil or a small handful of almonds. This combination not only slows down the absorption of sugar from the fruit, but also provides good fats, essential for heart and brain health. Besides juice, Dr. Ishihara also recommends black tea, brewed with dark brown sugar and ginger, a beverage that is both traditional and wonderfully effective. Black tea stimulates digestion, improves circulation, and provides antioxidants. Dark brown sugar, a less refined natural sugar, contains minerals like iron, calcium, and potassium, which are great for the elderly who may suffer from anemia or electrolyte imbalance. Ginger is famous for its anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving, and warming properties. All these ingredients blend together to create a drink that is not only delicious, but also supports the body's self-cleansing and recovery process. Another crucial point in the Japanese nutritional philosophy is to eat fewer but higher quality meals. Nowadays, many people habitually eat 3 main meals, sometimes with snacks, but Dr. Ishihara advises eating only 1 or 2 solid meals a day, focusing on whole, fresh, unprocessed foods. This is also the key to keeping the body light and avoiding being overloaded by continuous digestion. He especially emphasizes a plant-rich diet, including green vegetables, seaweed, soy, small fish, and whole grains like brown rice or barley. This is the foundation of a traditional Japanese diet, and is also why the proportion of centenarians in areas like Okinawa is so high. To better understand why food plays such an important role, let's look at the research of Dr. Hiromi Shinya, a famous Japanese physician in the U.S., who has examined and treated over 300,000 digestive patients. Dr. Shinya believes that a healthy gut is the root of all health issues, and to have a good digestive system, we need to stay away from processed foods, red meat, and refined sugar. Things that burden the body, cause inflammation, and hinder the autophagy process. He also developed a method called the Shinya Little Fast, which involves fasting for 16 hours daily by eating an early dinner and a slightly later breakfast. This perfectly aligns with what Dr. Ohsumi and Dr. Ishihara have mentioned, giving the digestive system enough rest so the body has time to recover and self-cleanse. Finally, an important piece of advice from Dr. Shinya: start the day with 2 glasses of plain water, even before drinking tea or juice. Water activates metabolism, cleanses the body, and supports blood circulation. You can also sip on Japanese green tea, especially sencha, which contains plenty of catechins, a powerful natural antioxidant that gently supports autophagy. As you can see, with just a few small adjustments to your breakfast, food choices, and daily eating habits, you can help your body activate its self-cleansing and self-healing abilities while reducing the risk of disease and clearly improving your quality of life. And if you're wondering if you can sustain these habits, don't worry. The next section will help you connect everything you've learned and turn it into a sustainable, easily applicable lifestyle. Have you noticed? When we talk about living long or living healthy, most people immediately think of food, nutrition, and supplements. But the longest-living Japanese doctors teach us a simple yet profound truth. Longevity comes not just from what you eat, but from how you live every day. This is clearly demonstrated by Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who lived to 105 and continued to work, lecture, and inspire millions of Japanese people until his final year. He once said, "Age is just a number. When you don't pay attention to it, you feel younger and healthier." And indeed, besides a light, healthy diet, he maintained extremely simple yet effective lifestyle habits. Taking the stairs every day instead of the elevator, working for passion, not under the pressure of the clock, avoiding prolonged sitting. He always stood up and moved every 30 minutes. And most importantly, always maintaining a positive, curious, and cheerful mindset. You know, modern science is now beginning to prove what the Japanese have long believed. The joy of living, connecting with the community, and a positive attitude have a healing power just as strong as medicine. Many blue zones, places with the world's longest living people, share a common thread. Residents not only eat healthy, but also have strong social connections, a clear sense of purpose, and a simple, balanced lifestyle. They garden, cook together, spend time with loved ones, and maintain a connection with nature and their community. Therefore, as you adopt the habits we've explored, from intermittent fasting, eating at the right time, eating to 80% fullness, and choosing fresh, whole foods, don't forget to combine them with small but meaningful actions. Smile at those around you. Spend time with children, grandchildren, or friends. Journal, draw, or simply watch the flowers bloom every morning. Learn something new, read a good book, listen to music, or cook a delicious meal with someone. Dr. Hiromi Shinya once shared, "Prolonged stress is more harmful to the body than bad food." So, don't let worries make you forget the feeling of lightness and serenity. A healthy body needs a peaceful mind. Think about it. What makes you happy in your daily life? It might be brewing a warm pot of tea in the morning, tidying up a small corner of the garden, or simply chatting with a close friend you haven't seen in a while. These things seem small, but they are the most precious tonic for your heart and spirit. And finally, the consensus among all of Japan's longevity doctors: live proactively. Don't just rely on medication or doctors. They don't deny the role of modern medicine, but they believe that you are the best doctor for yourself. As long as you listen to your body, take care of every meal, every sleep, keep your mind serene, and your heart warm, you are already walking the path to a healthy, joyful, and very long life. So, my friend, no matter what age you are today, no matter how many ups and downs you've experienced in life, remember that it is never too late to start a new, healthier, and happier lifestyle. Begin with small steps. Eat a light breakfast with a glass of juice or ginger tea. Eat slowly, savor every bite, and stop when you feel just satisfied. Fast for 12 to 16 hours daily, giving your body time to rest. Drink enough water. Eat plenty of vegetables, beans, seaweed, and small fish. Limit sugar, red meat, and processed foods. And most importantly, live as if every day is a precious gift. If you found today's sharing helpful, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I would love to hear about your experiences. Which habit are you adopting? What makes you feel healthier? And if you found this video inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe channel so you don't miss out on more lighthearted but meaningful content like this. Wishing you a joyful, healthy, and fulfilling life at any age.